Hello gems, my name is Bushnell. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you stay long enough to subscribe. I talk about femininity, personal development, and mindset. If you're already part of the tribe, darling, welcome back. This video is about where to meet the elite. It was initially supposed to be a where to and how to, but that will have made the video long. So if you want a how to meet the elite, let me know on the comments. So let's get straight into it. Where to meet the elite. The first place is get the VVIP tickets of every and any event that you go to, and try targeting events that are not targeting or its major audience are drunk campus kids who just want to get high and shake bum, but instead go for events like artists coming from overseas, but not just any kind of artists, like dancehall artists. No offense to the guys like Conscience, but that's not where you'd meet the elite. Instead, go for guys who are elite musicians, like jazz artists or gospel artists like Maverick City and Kirk Franklin when they were doing their Kingdom Tour. When I got the VVIP tickets, my goodness, the people I met there were just so outstanding and profound. The next bit is go to elite events. There's some events that excuse me, that do not need VIP access. Events like polo or maybe horse racing or some certain kinds of seminars, you get to intermingle with the VIP as if you're also expected to be VIP if you're attending this event. For instance, last year during the horse racing event, the former president of my country was in attendance, and it wasn't like he was sitting in some special space. Everyone was just intermingling because if you're in this event, then you're expected to also be elite. Events like jazz festivals where you pay really good money to be there, and well, it is also expected if you can afford to pay that amount of money, then we don't need VIP section here. You're gonna intermingle with other important people who just want to chill, and so do your homework before going so that you can know whose shoulders you're bumping into in such events. The third one is sports clubs, like golf clubs, tennis clubs. Try putting a hobby that gets you in shape. So even if it's going to a gym that's in an elite area, that also works, right? So try going to spaces like some of these clubs do not need entrance to enter if you want to take coffee there or have some lunch there. Also try making friends who are in such clubs, or go for events that are held in such clubs. I do know in my country there are certain events like networking events that are usually held in some of these clubs, and you get to intermingle with some people on the parking lot, and you get to take a number or two at home. So get to see how you can enter into certain clubs, get to see how you can be part of those clubs, and it doesn't only have to be sports clubs. I know in my country we have clubs for certain people who drive certain cars. For example, the Mercedes-Benz, they have clubs for that car. So for people who drive the Benz in Kenya, they have certain clubs where they get to meet, they get to hang out, and then they get to make friends. So such cars are quite expensive, and that means people who drive them are expected to be able to afford the lifestyle that comes with driving a Benz, right? So check which clubs you can join. It does not necessarily have to be a sports club. Finally is go for coffee or whatever meal at the blue zone of your area. Now, in my country, when we say blue zone, we mean areas where most embassies are, where the United Nations is, where most people from the West come to work at. That area is safe, secluded, and it's also where probably nearby the State House in some proximity, And so go for to restaurants and coffee at these places, because you will bump into somebody who works for an embassy, you will bump into somebody who works for the United Nations, you will bump into somebody who is here to start up an NGO that will, that is producing millions and that will help countries and other sorts of things. Or you can rent an Airbnb there and, go for a jog, go running during the morning and bump into guys. Or if you prefer jogging in the evening, and bump into guys as well and make friends, with these people. That's a thing. Another thing that I just have to pop up is maybe even working as a waiter or waitress at some of these cafes and restaurants that are located in elite areas. So you will get to be friendly, you'll get to serve so many people, and if you're smart and play smart, you can be walking away with a phone number or two per day. So let me know if this works for you and what other places you go to meet the elite.